Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of Theory Crafting. In this episode, we're going to be talking about chapter 3 of Ciconia Nonaku Koroni, called It's a Rap Public Bath. And I was going into this thinking that not a lot happens in this one, and that this would be kind of short, but there are a couple things. Basically, this chapter is all about all of the people, all the Gauntlet Knights from the different armies coming together and meeting each other. And that's what they do. And they just hang out. And there is an interesting discussion from, not discussion, but narration that talks about how all the different factions are fighting each other over different things, but they don't have to talk about it because in this future that is presented to us in Ciconia, it's after World War III, but they kind of decided that World War III, the best way to prevent another war would be to, instead of remembering it with history, is to just forget about it. So they made it illegal to even talk about what happened in World War III. So they can't talk about what happened in World War III. I think that part's just like world building and stuff, but there is a really interesting thing that is mentioned here that I've seen a lot of theories, and it talks about Kizuna. And Kizuna is this technology. It's a software that you'd install into your brain that would allow you to understand what it would translate when someone else is talking. It would translate their language into your own language so you can talk to anybody. And that's actually a real cool idea, and we need one of those. But it's going through all the different things that you can do with it and how awesome it is. And it's just the same as any smartphone app. But something I've been seeing theories about is that, anything that can be just like a smartphone app, something that smartphone apps are very famous for is tracking people. And that could possibly play a role, not to mention that the runes in the Kizuna, like on the top and bottom whenever they're in Kizuna world, the runes are phrases from if you translate them to English, they spell out phrases from one of the lost books of the Bible. In this story, in Ciconia, the Book of Revelations is lost, but they have it at the end, and they read through it. It's like the prophecy, but whoever made Kizuna knows about the Book of Revelations because the runes are, when they're translated, they're the Book of Revelation. So they're talking about how, Kizuna is made for the young, by the young, but maybe it wasn't made by the young, and that's just an ad targeting thing, and it was actually made by the old to keep an eye on the young. Because they're going on about how, young people will always go for what the young people made, not what the old people made. Maybe the old people were a step ahead and just marketed them something that was meant for young people. That the old people made, but marketed it as made by young people. And almost forgot something big. Other Miyao, the Miyao that lives in Miyao's head, the evil one. Or may not be evil. They appears for the first time. They show up and they're all like, yeah, you're going to kill people. It shows Miyao himself killing Lingji and Koshka and Jaden. And it shows all the other Gauntlet Knights that are at the It's a Rap public bath chat room, killing all the other ones. And they're all going to kill each other, which isn't very really seen, We see the first prophecy of Lingji being killed by Miyao come true, but other than that, we haven't seen any of that stuff come true yet. So we'll see what happens later on. But back to chapter 3. It's a rat public bath. At the end, they all make a vow that they will not kill each other if they fight each other, and they will not kill any Gauntlet Knight, and that's how they'll keep the peace. And yeah, we'll just see how that works out for them. There's a lot of narration, like I guess you could call it foreshadowing, that says that people never learn from their mistakes, and they're generally just full of rage, and they push for war. Which is, this story seems to be saying that's not true for all humans, but I think that it's saying that it is true for some humans. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. If you notice anything else in this, then feel free to comment it down below, and that's the end of that one. Talk to you later.